What was that, bro?
Right now, there seems to be some kind of a police pursuit. It looks as though it's coming toward an end on Monroe Road there in
Dodge Charger.
Drive. We have Tammy Rose above it in Sky Eye. It looks like they're in some kind of shopping center there, Tammy.
Yeah, we actually picked up the chase near the Gulf Freeway in Monroe, and they actually got off the freeway. We've got our exclusive sky map at the top of your screen.
If it's more than one person in the car, the best time is to get out is now. The reason why is 2 Johnnies on them in a helicopter. The helicopter is not going to stop chasing the car to follow the dude. The 2 cars is not finna stop to follow the dude. All they going to do is get on the stereo and say, we got a whoop-de-whoop male that just bailed out the car in the whoop-de-whoop area, yada, yada, yada. That's it. If it's a car full of people, bro, it's going to just make me call. There's some dumb niggas. There's some dumb niggas, bro.
The suspect not stopping, and it looks like going at a pretty high rate of speed on these surface streets. So again, if you are headed out the door, our exclusive sky map pinpointing exactly where this driver is. Gina?
Obviously, I erroneously thought it was coming to an end because I saw them slowing down here.
And he turned his lights off
through that strip center. But no, these vehicles are still in pursuit. Of course, there's a new policy.
Only his brake lights work. He turned his lights off.
When it comes to police pursuits, they're trying not to be as aggressive as they used to, depending on what it is the person they're pursuing is accused of doing.
Yeah, right now they're not letting up on this one, though. And I know details are just coming in as we continue to watch this chase as they come up to a light right here that's going to be pretty congested. So let's hope this chase suspect doesn't hit anybody. Made it through that light right there, but here's more traffic. Now, Tammy, so kind of watch this unfold here and watch this driver get onto the wrong side of the road here. Do we know anything about how long this has been going on, or even why they were initially stopping this driver?
Yeah, we picked it up about 5 minutes.
That motherfucker moving. That's not no LT. That's not no LT, bro.
Telling us that they were on the Gulf Freeway inbound right around Monroe chasing this suspect. Again, blowing through stop signs, a very dangerous situation. So again, if you're headed out the door, our sky map at the top of your screen, avoid the area if you can.
Yeah, we hate to. It's very dark at this hour.
If you was to do a crime, bro, the best thing to have, of course, is a car for a getaway. Even if you run it, a lot of people don't know, bro, that is... Them charges ain't nothing. I don't care if you, bro, I don't care if you got caught having what they consider a gang fight, a 5-on-5. You and 4 of your homies against 5 other niggas at the park. If the police come, run, bro. That time you get from running ain't. When I say nothing, meaning 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, they'll throw it out. And if they do charge you for it, you got 3 months. Now you got 3 months and a week. You know what I'm saying? Run, bro. Run. I'm telling you. I don't know. You got to be a dumb nigga to do a crime and just, okay, I'm caught. Or when you see the police, you give up because you scared and shit. Or because it's 9 cars and you think, oh, they got me now. Bro, run. Run. I'm telling you, nigga.
It should not be so dark at this hour. And what is going on there? It looks as though there might be problems with a wheel, which often happens in these pursuits. A lot of dust seems to be kicking up. I don't know, perhaps it's just the road that they're traveling. But
yeah, we've seen this driver, though, go in the opposite direction and go around into lanes of oncoming traffic several times. Even the officer had to do it right there. Again, they're not letting up on this driver coming into more traffic. And of course, it's rush hour in Houston, so we all know what that is like. The driver taking a hard right there, but police staying very close to that, what appears to be a Dodge Maroon Challenger. If we're able to get a better look at that, that's what it appears to be at this point. But this driver, of course, encountering so much traffic on the road, still continues to just zig in and out of cars. And that officer very close as we get into more traffic here. And then here's where drivers can sometimes try to go the wrong
on
way,
his ass, trying to pit maneuver him.
Look, I know you were talking about. There's
they trying to hit the pit maneuver.
One of those tire wells right there.
Yeah, and it looks too like the fleeing suspect is
That SUV
kicking
ain't
up their
touching that
speed
car, bro.
compared to when we first started watching this pursuit/chase. We have to be cautious about using that word chase. I know police don't like that word used in some instances.
Man, it's a police
It looks as
chase.
though
The
it's
fuck?
reaching that kind of category because of the speed they're using. Again, new policy in Houston is to back off if the person they're pursuing is not accused of a serious crime. Again, we have no information about what it is this person is.
They get down in a lot of places like that. LA ain't one of them, but now we know for sure Houston is one. Therefore, if you ain't did a serious crime and you good behind the wheel, after about 5 minutes, the police got to back up off you. They just said it. They said it was a law that passed to where if you didn't do a serious crime and you driving like this, the police got to let you go. I wonder if the fools in that car know that. If you're doing crimes in Houston, you better know that. So I'm wondering if they know that. That's why they driving like that, bro. That's why they driving like
Considered to
that.
have done this now at South Ritchie and Laurel Street. We're doing a good job there with our instructions at the top of your
This-
screen there telling you.
The police officer that's right behind him got an ego this damn big. he not letting go, bro. This fool is driving so reckless. I'm talking about the suspect. Driving so reckless and the officer do not care. He is on his like bro is stalking him.
Where they're going, but yeah, we're also not seeing, Eric, the traffic getting.
He can't
much
even
lighter.
see all that
It
dust in
seems
his
as though,
windshield. That's how
this chase or pursuit
close he is.
is continuing to be around a lot of other vehicles, putting a lot of other of our community
Bro,
members
it's
at
on
risk.
his.
Yeah, it's surprising they haven't hit more traffic in what we usually see here in the Houston area. But yeah, again, South Ritchie here. This is some of the new GPS technology that our Sky I-13 was outfitted with a few months.
But y'all gotta understand, being a police officer, if I was the police officer, I swear to God, at this point, this ain't got shit to do with the police department. You ain't getting away from me, nigga. It's personal at this point. I ain't even thinking about the police. I know it's legal for me to chase this. Bro, you ain't finna get away from me. I ain't finna be that nigga at the police department that got burned by the sun. It's not happening. That'll just be in my mind. So that's why I said he got a big ego. It gotta be a pride thing, because I ain't letting you go either, bro. I'm not. I'm gonna have to die for this shit. No, just... I'm just playing, but I'm kind of not, because I'm not giving up. So if I die, then damn, my dumb ass just die for the police department. But at the same time, though, at least I didn't give up.
Back,
I
but
didn't give
now
up.
it's open road for this chase suspect here as officers, at least that one in the patrol cruiser, stays pretty close to the rear end of that car as he comes up to another congested intersection.
Ooh.
And this could get dangerous. He starts running through red lights. Luckily, nobody trying to cross that intersection right now, but picking up more speed and actually leaving that officer again. But again,
You know, I was going to say, Eric, I don't
LV,
think
who
I'm
you talking
exaggerating
about?
when I
Tank
say that we've
Noonan?
covered hundreds of these here at this station or in our career, and never do you see a suspect get away once helicopters are above the vehicle. They are able to stay with the suspect.
look, back
when
up
they've
on
got
him, back
eyes
up on
them
him.
like this. So we only hope that no one's hurt, but the person just really doesn't get away when they've got eyes on them like this.
yeah, and of course, right now we were talking about that new chase policy, and I look at the officer trying to use one of those
Chase
possible
policy.
pit maneuvers to hit the back fender of the car. It looks like
This officer needs to be fired, bro. Doing a pit maneuver in traffic like this is so deadly. You can't even tell which car is the suspect. That's how close he is to the other cars. Bro trying to pit maneuver him
On them like
with
this.
3 other
and
cars.
of
Look
course,
at this
right now we were
fool.
talking about that new chase policy, and I look at the officer trying to use one of those possible pit maneuvers
Look
to
at
hit the
this
back
shit.
fender of the car. It looks like the officer decided not to go that route. As he pulled
No,
up on
he
the
just
right
got
side
burnt. He
of
didn't
that
decide.
Red or maroon Challenger right there, but again, he's starting to hit
Watch out, nigga.
more traffic.
Watch
here,
out.
And it looks like he
Almost gonna get a
could be
bottle
pinned
there.
in right
Nah,
here.
that's not an LT. He's not getting pinned.
That move that they had, appearing that they had right there.
You know what we could see in that turn, though? We could see how many other police vehicles, because we've been pretty tight on the suspect vehicle and that one officer car. But when we did the turnaround, you could see how many other.
It almost feels like he's going in circles. He's done at least 2 to 3
Yeah.
U-turns in the 5 minutes we've been following here.
And he could not
he's-
shake them.
Yeah, and there was really nowhere to go, apparently. for
Bro, do you not know what a
he's
county
speaking
line
now,
is?
but
Good job.
he's continued to having to lock up the brake lights right here because
He or she?
he or she, right. They are continuing to lock up the brake lights here. And they're going to go on a side street here. We've already seen them go through at a high speed through one of the strip malls there, but they're going to what appears to be a residential area right now. Not as many lights, picking up speed as
it
well.
looks like in that area, I see what appear to be warehouses, and we're certainly glad that this area is not, as you mentioned earlier, more populated, or that it's not the time of day when school buses are trying to get children home. But we still, nevertheless, are hoping that officers are able to bring this to a peace, a non.
Bro, you gonna crash your damn
This is
self.
where
Slow
my stomach
down.
gets tight though. He's just speeding through all these side roads. You don't know when anybody's going to pull out on one of the side roads, not suspecting
like
that a
that.
car is going to be coming at anywhere from 60 to 80 miles an hour.
Can you tell for us, Tammy, how fast the vehicle is traveling? I know sometimes
He
we're
just
able to
did.
assess that with the technology there.
60
in
or
the
80
chopper.
miles.
Yeah, actually, I do have a speedometer. It's a little hard to keep up. My pilot, Parker Ward, doing an excellent job up here because we do have another police helicopter up here. So he's got to talk to air traffic control. And obviously, I am doing the camera as well as the Churchill. So again, the top of your screen. It's always, it's usually pretty accurate, but sometimes the way I'm maneuvering the camera on it might
Oh,
be a little
shit.
bit under, but you
Oh,
can see it
shit.
looks like he is losing control of the vehicle. Obviously, like you
Bro,
mentioned,
is it raining or is that
so a
dust?
very fast car, and perhaps the driver just thinks, that this car can do excessive speeds, that they'll be able to get away from the police. But as you can see, there's so many police officers behind them, 2 helicopters up above. Again, we do not see very many drivers get away when a high-speed chase.
Bro, do not know. Once
All
that
right,
bird get
Tammy,
on you,
well,
that's
I'll tell you
like
what, Gina and I are going to now hand it over to the 6:30
God
news team.
watching. You ain't
And
getting
Jonathan
nowhere
Bruce
from
and
that
Maya
shit,
Moreno, they're going
nigga.
to take the police chase from here, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for covering that as we try to switch off here to the news at 6:30. So we've been watching this, Jonathan, and just when we think it's coming to an end, he picks up speed and he loses officers behind, but they're still right on his tail, it seems.
Harrowing moments right now as we are watching live from Sky I-13. We picked this up about 6:26, Maida, so this has been nearly 10 minutes at this point, and we know the pursuit was happening well before that in terms of when we got to it, and a lot of different things. We've seen a smoking wheel, as Eric Barajas talked
Tell
about.
us what he
We've seen
accused of
multiple
doing.
U-turns. What we have not seen is this suspect or whoever's leading the police on this pursuit have any interest in stopping.
Yeah, and then
don't
honestly,
even know
when
where
we
the
see
fuck he
incidents
going.
like this, they rarely ever do stop. It's really hard to tell who is behind the wheel because the tint in this vehicle is completely dark. But again, we have had pursuits that involve women. So again, we don't know who is behind the wheel of this vehicle, but we're still following close. And it looks like police are probably trying to find him.
I say this all the time, and I don't get how the news chopper is always out there before the police chopper following these niggas, man. The news don't get the call first and say, somebody just robbed a bank and they're in a high-speed chase. Get in the chopper and follow them. No. The news has police scanners. And when that go off, it's a crime or a high-speed chase, they hop up in their helicopters and they go find the shit. How do they beat the police every time if the police get it first, bro? Another thing, you gotta be a dumbass nigga to be driving for so long that a helicopter get up on you, bro. Get out that car before the chopper come. Once the chopper come, it's a wrap. Y'all see, it ain't even no police cars following this fool. They depend on the helicopter. The police cars chasing them, that shit just be for show. You know what I'm saying? That just be for show, bro. The chopper is the one that's calling all the, he on whoopty whoop. He's going south on this. He's going down, whoa, whoa, whoa. He just made a right turn in the morning. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is, what's crazy is when you go to jail, you meet a grip of smart scholar motherfuckers that be criminals. But then when you figure out what they in jail for, you be like, you's a dumb nigga. How you get smart when you get to jail, bro? Because the shit you did to get here is the dumbest shit that a nigga ever heard in his fucking motherfuckers. Y'all can Google y'all can Google this shit right now. A motherfucker will break in your house through the chimney like Santa Claus, bro. In a Santa Claus uniform. Then try to escape through the chimney. Get caught, come to jail, and invent like flying cars and shit. Like how your dumbass, you get caught for this dumbass shit, then you get to jail and you invent the best shit ever known to man. Like it's mind fucking, to be real. It is.
Him at a different part of this pursuit and hopefully block him in. I know there are instances where police try to get ahead and use those spike strips in hopes of stopping this person, but again, they're not stopping and they're continuing to go. So hopefully it doesn't turn into a pretty bad situation, because we have seen some pursuits lately that unfortunately turn deadly.
And we are watching live from Sky I-13 right now. One thing that we are seeing here in real time is this vehicle is now back onto the freeway. It looks like the I-45 north.
That nigga moving, bro. That's at least 90.
Is increasing.
That's 90 miles easy.
To very, very fast levels as we see the vehicle going up this left shoulder right now.
Yes, and this should be the southeast side of town as it is going down 45 near Park Place and Broadway. Tammy, any other details or anything you have been able to gather since you first started following this pursuit?
Nope.
Yeah, actually, police lost them near the Gulf Freeway, and as you saw, that Dodge Charger was maneuvering around an industrial area. But you know what? The police helicopter and Sky I-13 had their eyes right here on this driver, making all these erratic turns and blowing through stop signs and stuff. And there we go, our first.
There you go.
With smoke and fire. Again, I'll zoom out. This is what we hate to see.
You gotta be a calm ass dude. Gotta be like, oh shit, he just bro. Imagine how seasoned you gotta be to have some This bitch didn't change her tone one time, bro. Listen to her. He's riding down the freeway, and oh wow, he just crashed. Oh wow, like bitch, you seen this how many times? You cannot be this damn calm.
But you know what? The police saw that Dodge. Yeah, actually, police lost them near the Gulf Freeway, and as you saw, that Dodge Charger was maneuvering around an industrial area. But you know what? The police helicopter and Sky I-13 had their eyes right here on this driver, making all these erratic turns and blowing through stop signs and stuff. And there we go, our first crash with smoke and fire. Again, I'll zoom out. This is what we hate to see, but it looks like he crashed into it.
Did she say this what we paid to see or what we hate to see? What the fuck did she? But she just kept that tone, bro. How did she?
Another vehicle, police right behind him. Again, a Dodge Charger stopping here on the Gulf Freeway.
He's finna bail. Run, nigga.
Looks like he was trying to.
There you go.
And he's out. This person's out of the vehicle.
Bro was in a car with a dog.
Yeah, this person is trying to flee.
Here on the feeder road
Yeah, you getting caught.
Again, a foot pursuit. Police.
This nigga power walking.
Along with a dog that is following him.
This nigga power walking. He got the dog following you.
They feel like the dog will ultimately win that race. I don't know. I know that we have to have some discretion in terms of how close we can get, and it looks like the dog is extremely close, and maybe this suspect chase and is behind the vehicles at this point. It looks like
dog don't know what's going on, just trying to be loyal.
We did see some rain, obviously, yesterday, so I'm sure this area that he is trying to maneuver through.
I knew it was rain. Y'all said, Ghost, you tripping where you see rain at with these eyes, nigga. Look what she just said.
Obviously, yesterday, so I'm sure this area that he is
at this point.
We did see some rain, obviously, yesterday, so I'm sure this area that he is trying to maneuver through. There's several puddles there, and it looks like he's trying to hide behind the.
The helicopter, fool! These niggas is dumb as bro, trying to hide from who? God's watching. God is watching, bro. You ain't hiding from this nigga. What's wrong?
Vehicles. Hopefully this person does not have some sort of weapon. Again, that is something that police have to take into account because safety is first.
vehicle to where he went in.
Uh-oh.
Say that one more time, Tammy.
And now police are approaching with their guns.
Uh-oh.
So police know what vehicle
You caught.
that this person went into because we
You
have a
caught.
police helicopter up here with us giving ground patrol what is happening here. Again, in that vehicle in the center of our screen, we'll keep it kind of at a medium shot. Police have their guns drawn, and again, a dog as well as a suspect.
Hold on, how they can't find, bro?
A suspect inside the vehicle. Now it looks
Oh,
like
there you go.
he's actually given up. This is good. Backing up. This is what we like to see for an ending.
This is good. Yeah, it looked like that suspect is backing up. They're currently placing handcuffs on him. And it just a crazy situation. I have never seen a pursuit where there is a dog involved following the suspect.
I
trying to
have.
get away
We've
from
been
a
doing this
scene.
for a while
And that's
now.
what we believe, again, that it is actually the suspect's dog that had gotten out of the car with them and then followed. And all of this coming to an end right now. Timmy, where are you exactly off of the Gulf Freeway?
That dog finna get to the
South
pound and
Houston,
tell all the
right east of
homies, bro.
Gulf Freeway here near Lynn Street and the Gulf Freeway. Again, one suspect in custody. It looks like they're trying to get the dog as well in a parking lot. He was actually hiding in one of these vehicles in this storage lot for vehicles.
This is quite a scene. Again, we have been following this pursuit since a little after the 6 o'clock newscast started, about 6:20 something or so before the 6:30 news started. And
So this is a
it
Yandé
first seemed
video.
as the suspect was not stopping, and it wasn't up until just